Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. And the problem is 339A, and the link is problem/problem/339/A, and the problem is of type A. Name is helpful maths. Same set of stuff uh, below it. So let's begin with the problem soon. Xenia, the beginner mathematician, is a third year student at elementary school. She is now learning the addition operation. The teacher has written down the sum of multiple numbers. People should calculate the sum. Okay, so we have to calculate the sum of multiple numbers, I think. No. To make the calculation easier, the sum only contains number 1, 2, and 3. Still, that isn't enough for Xenia. She is only beginning to count, so she can only calculate a sum only if the summands follow in non-decreasing order. So, for example, she can't calculate 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, but she can calculate sum 1 plus 1 plus 2 and 3 plus 3. Okay, so you have got the sum that was written on the board, rearrange the summands, and print the sum in such a way that Xenia can calculate the sum. Okay, so you are given a series to, like, you have to find the sum, but Xenia is a beginner mathematician and he wants the order of that summons in, like, increasing order, like 1 then 2 then 3. She can't calculate 1 plus 3 plus 2. I don't know why. What sort of mathematics is she is learning. So let's dive into the input. The first line contains a non-empty string. The sum Xenia needs to count. String S contains no spaces. It only contains digits and character plus. Okay. Beside the string S is the correct sum of number 1 to 3. String S is at most 100 characters long. Okay. So print the new sum that Xenia can count. So you have to print this order of that summons in increasing order. So let's dive into the code. Problem number 339A. Okay. So okay, let me just commit it first. Okay, so let's type problem number 339A. Okay, so guys, I am also adding the solutions to the repository, and you can clone it to your local machine. And also please do contribute, accepting the PRs based on the solutions that are on some other language. If you wish to contribute, you are welcome. And let's write the same. So we are going to input the string, that is non-empty string, that's the sum Xenia needs to count. Okay, so now the next task is to print it in increasing order. So how can I approach this problem? So my first thought would be, like, to you can also do one thing. You can count the number of ones, count the number of twos, and count the number of threes, and you can what I can say, that you can just just form a new string with that count. Like, you can have 1 3 1 2 and 1 1. Okay, so like how you are going to print how many the number of count of 1, the number of count of 2, and the number of count of 3. So we can also approach this problem by this. Next is, like, we can take all the elements into the array, these elements, sorry, these, and then we can sort the array, because the only character between them, it's plus. So just print the array that is formed with a plus character between two of its character. So, like, I want to go with the approach of like, let's go with the basic one. I'm going to try it. Sum of 1 equals to, it is like the count of 1, sorry. Okay, and this is the count of 2. Okay, this is the count of 3, count of 1, count, sorry, the count of 2, and the count of 3. Okay, so let's just parse the string. Okay, don't know why it's always liking me too much today. So if s dot char I equal to 1, okay, so we can do it count 1 1 plus plus, else if, okay, so like else if s dot char I equals to 2, count 2 plus plus. Okay, else if, we cannot go with else because there is also a character known as plus. So if we take it as count 3 plus plus and else part, you are going to get a wrong answer. Okay, so count 3 plus plus, my god, else you can continue or just remove that part, no need. Okay, so what we have done is here that we have parsed the whole string, traversed the whole string, and we have taken the count of 1, 2, and 3, as these are only the characters present in the string. So what we can do this is that if for int j equals to 0, j is less than count of 1, okay, so, and j plus plus. So let me just check this if it is working or not, for a test case here on our rough paper. So just a second. Yeah, so if we go by count of 1 equals to 1 and count of 2 equals to 2, count of 3 equals to 0. So what our loop will have is that, okay, like if we are looping from 0 to 1, so we have to print this character and then print plus. Okay, so here we are going to have two strings and then append plus. Okay, but like what we have to do is that at last, like if your loop is running, then there will be a plus sign always present here. So what we can do is that we can replace the last character of the string formed with an empty string. Okay, I think that makes clear, and this will not run. Okay, so let's just try it. You should always be trying with new solutions and new approaches. Don't be fear that it might go wrong or it might go, it might test cases may fail. That is just like you should fail, and that is, if you are failing, that means that you are trying. So you should mainly fail. That doesn't mean that you fail in all the problems. Okay, so let's move. uh, let's take another string solution. Okay, so an empty string initialize and solution equals to, okay, so what we have to do here is that, like, it is running for count of 1, so what we can do is solution plus, I say 1 plus, I think that works. uh, Let us just take it, no problem. Why are we fearing too much? Okay, so now this is for the count 2 and this is for the count 3, so 2 and 3. Okay, and next is like we have to replace solution equals to solution dot replace add character. Okay, so like let's check how to replace the last character of the string. Mm, okay, what we can do, that is equal to substring 0 comma s dot length minus 1. Okay, so I think that makes sense. Let's just try. Okay, let's just try, and it might fail. Do not just cry. We will be okay. 1 plus 2 plus 3. So I think I have not printed count 3. I did printed it, but why it is not printed here? So what is the problem here? Is it not working? Okay, so I think yeah, this is the problem. Yeah. So what is substring does that is beginning end index should be the equal to length, because it automatically takes it to minus one. So what was happening is that it was not, it was like I took it to s dot length minus one, and it was also subtracting minus one from there. So from the last output, it was not showing the third character. Okay, so let's move on to another thing. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, oh, so the next test case is like, okay, so we won finally. So let's go to submission, helpful maths, and let's just submit it. And okay, running on test 3 4 5 6 7. Heartbeats up. 7 7 7. I think it's moving. 8 uh, uh, 8. Okay, 10 11 13 15. Okay. 19. um I think it should not go with runtime error or something. Okay, it is passing, moving. Okay, so accepted finally. So yes, problem number 339A done. Thank you guys for watching this video.